On NBA draft night in 2014, a young Serbian player's big moment wasn't even shown on TV. Nikola Jokic was selected with the 41st overall pick by the Denver Nuggets during a Taco Bell commercial. In fact, Jokic himself didn't see it. He was asleep back home in Serbia when it happened, and his brother had to call him and tell him that he'd been drafted. At the time, only a few could have imagined that this forgotten second-round pick would one day stand tall as one of the best players in the NBA.
Jokic has it. Clock ticks. Got to put one up. Jokic for the win. Oh! It's good! Jokic got it off in time! Jokic backs up for the win! Yes! Nikola Jokic buries it! Jokic put it up!
But how did an overlooked, chubby kid from a small town in Serbia become a basketball legend? Jokic's journey is the stuff of sports fairy tales, and he wasn't a famous college star or a top lottery pick. He grew up in Sombor, a small city in Serbia, as the youngest of three brothers in a crowded two-bedroom apartment. As a child, he loved playing basketball with his big brothers, but he also loved horses and spent a lot of time with them. Young Nikola wasn't exactly a gym rat either. He was known for his sweet tooth and not for his fitness. He even admitted that as a teenager, he used to drink about 3 liters of Coca-Cola every day. It got so bad that when he decided to pursue the NBA, he had to quit his soda habit entirely. He said he hasn't had any Coca-Cola since the flight to Denver for his rookie season.
And Coach told us earlier that you love soda and sugary foods. How different is your diet now ever since he's come in?
I took my last soda at airplane to America a year and a half ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
This was the first sign of Jokic's dedication to change and improve himself for basketball. Despite his unathletic build and humble origins, Jokic loved basketball, and he had a natural talent for the game. He joined a local team and later played for Mega Basket in the Serbian league as a teenager. He wasn't a prodigy on any scout's radar. In fact, he nearly withdrew from the 2014 NBA draft because only a few teams showed interest. The Nuggets, however, had seen something special in his skill set and promised to pick him in the second round. True to their word, Denver selected Nikola Jokic with that unheralded 41st pick.
With the 41st pick in the 2014 NBA draft, the Denver Nuggets select Nikola Jokic from Sombor, Serbia. He last played for Mega Vizura in Serbia.
It was a low-risk gamble for the Nuggets at the time. Normally, second-round picks rarely ever become stars. Little did they know, they had just picked the biggest draft steal in modern NBA history. Jokic didn't immediately come over to the NBA after being drafted. He stayed one more year in Serbia to develop his game, even winning the Adriatic League MVP in 2015. In the summer of 2015, the 20-year-old Jokic arrived in Denver for his first NBA season. When he showed up, Nuggets coaches were surprised. He was big, but also out of shape, which was a result of that carefree diet back home. Team staff like strength coach Steve Hess got to work getting Nikola into shape, and Nikola worked hard to slim down and build strength. Quitting sugary drinks was one step, and doing extra workouts was another. By the time the season began, Jokic had transformed a lot of his body and was ready to prove himself on the court. Even though he was a second-round pick, Jokic quickly impressed the Nuggets and fans with his skill and basketball IQ. Unlike many big men, he could shoot, dribble, and pass like a guard. In his rookie year, he started as an unknown bench player, but earned more minutes as the season went on. By mid-season, people realized Denver might have a gem. He had a thing for making brilliant passes and a soft touch on his shots. Jokic ended up averaging around 10 points, 7 rebounds, and several assists per game as a rookie. Very solid numbers for a newcomer. He even finished 3rd in Rookie of the Year voting and made the NBA All-Rookie First Team in 2016.
Picks it back. Oh! A no pass from Jokic! He's got great touch, doesn't he? Swing it underneath the ball! Nikola, turn, shoot, got it. That's what he's good at.
The chubby kid from Serbia had proven he could hold his own in the NBA. However, Jokic was still not a household name. The Nuggets weren't a playoff team yet, and he had shared minutes with another young center, Jusuf Nurkic. At first, Denver tried playing them together, but it didn't work well. It became clear that Jokic was a special one who made his teammates better. In early 2017, the Nuggets decided to commit to Jokic as their franchise center. They traded away Nurkic to give Nikola the full-time starting job and built the team around his unique skills. This was a turning point, with the offense now flowing flowing through Jokic on every play, his game took another leap forward. Now, with Jokic being freed from sharing minutes, he blossomed into a rising star. He started recording triple-doubles, which was pretty rare, especially for a center, and fans in Denver adored his unselfish play. He would sometimes pass up his own shot to set up a teammate for an easy basket. Opponents were caught off guard by how a big man could handle the ball and see the court like a point guard. Jokic's numbers kept improving each year. By the 2018-19 season, he was averaging about 20 points, 10 plus rebounds, and 7 plus assists per game. Unheard of stats for a center. That season, he earned his first NBA All-Star selection and was named to the All-NBA first team, establishing him as one of the league's best players.
Monte Morris to Jokic in the lane, put it up. Tapped in! Nikola Jokic! Into Powell. Here it goes. Got it! Got it! Denver is... Baseball pass, Murray's got it! And he puts it away!
He also led the Nuggets to the playoffs for the first time in his career. In the 2019 playoffs, Jokic showed the world what he could do on the big stage. The Nuggets won a tough 7-game series in the first round, and Nikola was spectacular. They advanced to the Western Conference semifinals, where Jokic had several big games, including a memorable triple-double in a Game 7. Denver ultimately fell just short of the conference finals that year, losing in Game 7 of round 2, but still, Jokic had proven that he could be the centerpiece of a winning team. He averaged a remarkable 25 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists in that playoff run, silencing any remaining doubters. By now, everyone around the league knew the Nuggets big man was something special. The following 2019-20 season, Jokic continued his stellar play and made the All-Star team again, but it was in the 2020 playoffs held in the NBA bubble in Orlando due to the pandemic that Jokic and the Nuggets made history. Denver found itself in a tough playoff series against the Utah Jazz and then the Los Angeles Clippers, and both times they fell behind 3-1. But instead of giving up, Jokic and his co-star young guard Jamal Murray led incredible comebacks. The Nuggets became the first team ever to come back from a 3-1 series deficit twice in the same postseason. Jokic's versatile dominance and Murray's scoring heroics carried Denver all the way to the Western Conference Finals. It was the franchise's first West Finals appearance since 2009. Though they ultimately lost there to the eventual champion LA Lakers, the Nuggets had officially arrived as contenders. After the 2020 playoff breakthrough, Jokic entered the prime of his career with confidence. The next season would be historic for him. He played every single game that year and put up astonishing averages, around 26 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists per game. Those numbers, combined with his efficiency and playmaking, made one thing clear: Nikola Jokic was the most valuable player in the league. Sure enough, in June 2021, it became official. Jokic won the NBA Most Valuable Player Award for 2021.
On Tuesday afternoon, history was made as Nikola Jokic was officially named the most valuable player in the NBA.
It was a landmark moment, and Jokic was not only the first Nuggets player ever to win MVP, he also made history as the lowest drafted player to ever earn that honor. Before him, no one ever picked in the second round had been named MVP in the common draft era. It was an award usually reserved for top draft picks and Hall of Fame names. Yet, here was the 41st pick from 2014, standing above all his peers as the league's best player that season. As Jokic said, it's a big accomplishment, but he humbly credited his teammates and coaches for helping him reach it.
But this trophy is not mine, it's all of these guys over here, so I wanted to cheer you for them. Thank you.
He never forgot that basketball truly is a team sport. Jokic's 2021 MVP campaign was even more impressive considering the adversity the Nuggets faced. Late in that season, Denver's second-best player Jamal Murray suffered a severe knee injury. Many thought the Nuggets would collapse in the playoffs without their star guard, but instead, Jokic stepped up to carry the team. He led Denver past the first round of the playoffs despite injuries to 3 key guards, including Murray. The Nuggets eventually fell in the second round, but Jokic's heroics left no doubt that he deserved the MVP. He was the centerpiece holding everything together. In 2021-22, Nikola Jokic somehow got even better. He improved his scoring and rebounding, and he continued to dish out assists at a high rate. He made the All-Star team again and kept the Nuggets competitive even with Murray still recovering. Jokic's advanced stats were off the charts. By some measures, it was one of the greatest individual seasons ever. When awards time came, Jokic won the MVP again, earning back-to-back MVP trophies for 2022.
Nikola Jokic, back-to-back NBA MVP.
They said it couldn't be done once. Then they said he couldn't go back-to-back. Now he has. There's only 3 players in the history of the NBA that have won 3 in a row. That's Russell, Chamberlain, and Bird. It puts him in just elite company, Scott Hastings. I mean, you're talking about the creme de la creme in the entire history of the NBA.
Now he had 2 MVP trophies on him. Not that Nikola paid much attention to trophies though, although the next season brought new determination for Jokic and the Nuggets. At just 28 years old, in his athletic prime, Jokic now had his co-star Jamal Murray back from injury. Denver finally had a fully armed team around their 2-time MVP, and they played like a team on a mission. Jokic had another MVP caliber season, but narrowly missed out on what would have been a 3rd straight MVP. He finished 2nd in the voting that year, and instead of getting upset at himself, Jokic turned his focus to the postseason, ready to chase the one prize he cared about most, the NBA championship. When the 2023 playoffs began, the Nuggets were the top seed in the West, but some analysts still doubted them. Jokic proceeded to dominate the playoffs in a way few players ever have. Round by round, he picked apart every opponent. In the first round, he vanquished the Minnesota Timberwolves. In the second round, he outdueled stars Devin Booker and Kevin Durant of Phoenix, including a memorable 53-point game in one shootout loss. Denver took down the Suns with Jokic nearly averaging a triple-double for the series. Then came a highly anticipated Western Conference Finals rematch against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers, a team that had beaten Denver in 2020. This time though, Jokic and the Nuggets would not be denied. Nikola was spectacular, notching triple-doubles and clutch plays, and Denver swept the Lakers 4-0.
Reed's holding. James comes out of the pack. James on the drive, goes inside, stop, shot block, gets it back. It's over. It's over. Denver makes history. The Nuggets are going to the NBA Finals for the first time in franchise history.
Jokic was named the Magic Johnson Western Conference Finals MVP for his performance.
Johnson, the 2023 Irvin Magic Johnson Western Conference Finals Most Valuable Player Award goes to Nikola Jokic.
More importantly, the Nuggets were headed to the NBA Finals for the first time in franchise history. In the 2023 NBA Finals, Denver faced the Miami Heat. Under the brightest lights, Jokic continued to shine. He had a historic finals, becoming the first player ever to lead all players in points, rebounds, and assists over an entire postseason. The Heat's defense, known for its tenacity, had no answers for the Joker. If they double-teamed him, he would find the open man with a laser pass, and if they played him one-on-one, he would score with his soft touch in the paint or shoot a 3. In Game 3 of the Finals, Jokic recorded a mind-boggling 32-point, 21-rebound, 10-assist triple-double, the first 30-20-10 game in Finals history. With Jokic leading the way, the Nuggets defeated Miami in 5 games, clinching the first NBA championship in Denver Nuggets history.
Be a very dangerous three-point shooter. Lowry searching. The Heat will let it play out. It's over. At last, the long wait is over. After 47 years, the Denver Nuggets can finally call themselves NBA champions.
Jokic's stats for the series were outstanding, and he was unanimously named the NBA Finals MVP after the final game. For a team that had never won a title before, Jokic had delivered the ultimate prize. As confetti rained down in Denver's Ball Arena, Nikola Jokic was characteristically humble and even a bit bewildered. In the on-court interview, moments after winning, he smiled and said simply, "The job is done, we can go home now."
I'm just happy that we won again.
Yeah, now you are an NBA champion, Nikola. How does that feel?
It's good. It's good. The job is done. We can go home now.
Congratulations.
It was a pure Jokic moment. He was happy, but not one to make a big fuss. Nuggets fans had waited a long time for a championship, and their unlikely hero delivered it in his own low-key style. During the celebrations, Jokic even misplaced his Finals MVP trophy temporarily. He handed it to someone and forgot about it.
I gotta tell you, I've done a couple of these Finals MVP interviews. You're the first one to come in without the trophy. Where is it?
I really don't know. I left in Sparky's room and it's not there anymore, so I don't know. But hopefully it's gonna arrive in my house.
That made his teammates laugh because it showed how little Nikola Jokic personally cares about glory. For him, the win was all that mattered. Nikola Jokic's story is still being written, but it already reads like a Hollywood script. He went from a little-known second-round pick who loved horses and video games to a basketball genius who conquered the NBA. And by 2025, at just 30 years old, Jokic had piled up achievements. He's a 3-time NBA MVP, a perennial All-Star, a Finals MVP, and an NBA champion. He holds the Nuggets franchise franchise records in many categories and ranks among the all-time leaders in triple-doubles. This story of the Joker teaches us that greatness can come from anywhere, even pick number 41 in the draft. And going from a kid who didn't even care about basketball to an NBA champion and 3-time NBA MVP is one of the best glow-ups I've ever seen. So if you, yes you, personally enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below if you think Jokic is one of the best players right now, and YouTube thinks you're gonna really like the video that's gonna pop up, so trust me, click on it, you won't regret it. Thank you for watching and have a great rest of your day. Bye!